Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it. So here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk, let's get right into it. So, this electric bike showed up well packed, and I'll say right off the bat, it's up there with the best packing I've seen after 21 years in a bike shop. Assembly is mostly straightforward, but there are a few quirks that caught me. The manual's pictures aren't the clearest, so you might have to figure a couple things out by feel. The front fender gave me a headache at first. Mine was way off and I fought it until I finally gave up, though it isn't rubbing now. A little grease goes a long way here. Put some on the seat tube, the handlebar tube, and the pedals before you insert them. Otherwise they can rust and seize. The front light and fender mounts sit a touch off, and the bolt isn't long enough to catch the rear washer and the nut at first. Don't worry about that, tighten the nut on the back rather than the Allen wrench on the front, so you're turning just the nut, not the whole bolt. Once you crank it down, the bolt is just long enough. My light pointed a bit off kilter, but the beam sprays a wide pattern, so it doesn't really matter in practice. The handlebars weren't perfectly true to the front wheel, so there's a small adjustment to do. Two 5mm Allen bolts near the bottom of the front fork. Loosen them a touch, sight your bars from a seated position with the front wheel straight. Then snug them back down. If the front wheel rubs the disc brake, there are a few fine-tuning steps. Adjust the brake at the lever first. The little thumb wheel and adjuster there should be snug, but loosen the thumb wheel a touch and turn the adjuster clockwise until it stops rubbing, then tighten the thumb wheel by hand. If that doesn't do it, there's another adjuster at the brake itself. If the rotor still drags, you may need to ease the cable tension a hair. The seat post and handlebar clamps also want the little thumb screw turned a bit to stay tight. Don't overdo it. You want a tiny bit of give in case you crash. The pedals aren't meant to be over-tightened because they're reverse-threaded. A light 20-30 pounds of torque is plenty. This bike weighs more than the label suggests, about 50 pounds with fenders, lights, and rack, though I don't mind that trade-off for the hardware you get. It has a 48-volt battery, removable for charging with 2 keys and a charger. It's been reliable for city use, and in almost daily riding I've logged well over 1,000 miles on it. The ride is solid, and throttle-only performance can push you to around 20 miles per hour, with confident handling on hills and long descents. There are quirks worth knowing. Some folks report the wheel size setting being wrong in the menu, which screws with speedometer readings. The manual suggests you shouldn't change that data, and Gotrax support has been slow at times in addressing it. The color LCD display is a nice touch, but a screen bug did pop up for a while on one unit I've followed. A workaround exists to exit the settings screen and return to normal display, though it's not intuitive at first. 2 years of warranty and quick, friendly support make this feel like a solid value. If you're after a folding electric bike for urban commuting or gig work and you want something that doesn't break the bank, this is a strong bet. It folds relatively well, and while there's no locking latch, the build and versatility make it a dependable daily ride. So that wraps up the review. I appreciate you watching, and if you want to take a closer look, I've added the product link in the description. You might also find some current deals there. Take care.